Hey, what's up guys? Brian here from Renshaw's Personal Training. So what I wanted to go over with you guys in today's video is one of my favorite ab exercises to date. It incorporates resistance, and this is what you really want to incorporate into your core training. So what we're going to go over in the video is a couple of main tips that you want to focus on in order to get the exercise right and really reap the benefits from it. All right guys, without further ado, let's get right into the exercise that I'm talking about. This exercise is called cable crunches. Now you might have heard of it. You probably see people doing this exercise every single day. But you know what? A lot of guys do this exercise incorrectly and they're not optimizing the results from it. So what I wanted to help you guys out with is two main tips that we want to focus on, meaning that we're going to be focusing one section on the hip part of the movements, and the other section is going to be focused on where the rope lies and your hands lie as you're going into the crunch. So first thing that we want to talk about is hip placement. And this is what you don't want to do and what you see done frequently, and I hope you're not doing this as well. You'll see a lot of guys actually relying on their hamstrings to pull their butt down into this movement as they're doing the crunch. Now this takes away from the abdominals and it focuses a lot of tension on the hamstrings and legs, which is what we definitely don't want on this exercise. We're trying to isolate the abs 100% and keep the tension only there and not to the hamstrings. So what can we do to fix this problem is basically what you want to do is keep your hamstrings and calves at a 90-degree angle. Okay, and as you keep it here and you keep it stationary, this is going to prevent your hamstrings from shortening or from basically relying on the hamstrings to be doing the work. It's definitely what you don't want to be doing as well. So now the second part that we want to focus on is the rope and the upper body placement as we're doing the crunch and as we're coming up. So you'll see a lot of guys bring this rope basically to the back of their heads and focusing on bringing their elbows to the ground, which is a very common mistake, and it's not 100% wrong. You'll still feel it in the abs a little bit. However, we can really improve this and make this exercise significantly better if we focus on bringing our forearms to the floor and basically crunching the abs in at the same time. Now the rope is definitely going to be more on top of the head and not behind the head when we start to do this kind of technique and form. And that's going to push the center of balance further away from the center of the body, and it's going to bring tension more to the core because your abs are going to work harder to bring that rope down, if that makes any sense. So basically what you want to focus on is your forearm here landing completely flat as you're doing the crunch on the floor in order to really reap the benefits from the abs. Now also keep in mind is that when you do a crunch, you want to really focus on flexing your rectus abdominis or your abs and shortening your rib cage down. A lot of guys when they do the cable crunch is they'll just focus on bringing the rope to the floor and they won't really focus on their biomechanics of shortening their rib cage. So also make sure when you're doing this exercise is that you're really focusing on shortening your rib cage, crunching down slowly rather than just bringing that rope down to the ground, because that's going to more just incorporate your lower abs and not really work that whole rectus abdominis that we're trying to get after with this exercise. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, form is everything that we're talking about here. Try not to go too heavy, focus on your quality, quantity will come later. Also guys, this should be what you're focusing on with your whole workout program and all your exercises in general. Now if you do need help with that, I please recommend that you check out our muscle building system at renshawspt.com. We help go through all the correct techniques and give you all the tools you need to build that quality muscle, and we keep switching things every single month so your body doesn't adapt and so you break through that plateau. Guys, thanks for watching, thanks for all the support. I'll talk to you soon. Keep up the good work, stay consistent.